Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I am doing a Celtic cross reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And also keep in mind that this is fortune telling, so a lot of times what resonates hasn't occurred yet, and it resonates later. If that happens, you're more than welcome to go back to the channel and rewatch any videos that you'd like. That being said, you should be watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus readings. That'll give you a better overall view of your videos. Your energies. I'm sorry. It's been a long day already. Okay, so we have perfect. We have Brown Bear Spirit, and it's telling you to take time out. And I pulled that from the the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I guess Mercury retrograde is still in. Still having issues with speaking. Okay, so I'm going to take two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. And then I also want you to keep in mind that I do bonus readings. So if you like bonus readings, the way I come about with come up with who gets them is either the most comments, the most likes, or the most views. I kind of rotate it around, and then I do one that is in the zodiac sign. I go in order. So this next round will be Leo. Last round was Cancer. So I pulled Hunter. And it's telling you to track down your fears and your desires. Okay. Track down your fears and your desires. And Spring. See your seeds grow. Okay. So the Celtic Cross is a pretty large reading. So what I'm going to do is move these cards off to the side. They work in coordination, so I'll probably be referring to them. It doesn't always, but most of the time they do. So I'll probably be referring to them during the reading, but they're probably going to be just off the camera view for you. All right, so tell me about Scorpio. What do I need to know about Scorpio? Okay. We have the Page of Swords. Okay. This is, well, sometimes it's known as the spy card. This is you, so I doubt you're spy. You could be watching somebody else. I feel more that it's you in a different light. It's communication. It's maybe communication from spirit. It could be communication from other people's. It could be you bringing communication. It's you standing on this turret, but I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm going to tell you this is somebody trying to look at things from a higher perspective. Even if you look, that page is levitating above the turret. Okay, so with sword in hand. Okay, guarded. He's above the flocks of birds, and the view that he's looking at, or she is looking at, is the view that you see in the Six of Swords. Okay, it's a higher. And he has a lot. This person has a lot more vision than the one in the Six of Swords, but it is the same scene. You have the choppy water, you have the clear water, and you have the island. And this could be somebody planning on moving towards calmer waters. Whatever, it's somebody that's guarded. And you probably are guarded at this time, depending on, a lot of people are guarded right now, especially, we've been going through some crazy times. So, Spirit is telling you to take a time out, and Hunter, this would be a good view for the Hunter, okay? To track down your fears, but not just your fears, your desires. What is it that you truly want, you know? And what are you afraid of? Okay, and that is air sign, and that is intellect, and that would be, you have the sword of truth. You can cut that away. You can cut those fears away. Okay, and then you can see your desire, you know, you can track down your desires. What's holding you back from those? And once you discern that, you can change it, you know? And then you're going to see your seeds start to grow. Okay? So what's crossing it, yeah, oh, definitely, is the Queen. What's crossing that energy is the Queen of Swords. She feels emotions. She does. Again, a much higher perspective. These are air signs. They're going to have a higher perspective. She has, she has emotions. She has a chalice carved in her throne. There's a balance between the practicality of the earth and the water, which would be the emotions. You see the rainbow, that promise there that there should be a balance there. And she keeps the balance. She has a lot of wisdom, and she thinks logically. She does not allow her emotions to rule her decisions, and she will cut things away that do not serve her. Again, that's you tracking down your fears and your desires. What is it that I want? Because it's illogical to be afraid. There's a logical solution to it. You can get rid of the fear and move on. Okay? All right. And what you have going for you is what you're doing now is causing the Wheel of Fortune to move in your favor. Okay? That's where you understand that there's no reason that you have to be afraid. Or even if there is reason to be afraid, there are ways to handle the fear, okay? Like if you're in a precarious situation, you can back away. If you feel like you're being followed, okay, call the police. Get your car, lock the car, call the police. Start your car first and put it in gear. Call 911 and start moving away, okay? That's just, you know, you may be afraid, but you can handle the situation. But a lot of these fears that they're talking about are fears you don't even realize that you have. You know, you may be, well, I don't want to do that. Well, why not? And when you stop and think about it, because last time I got hurt when I did that. Okay, you know, personally, I'm afraid of heights. Well, the last time I fell, I hurt my back, and I didn't get back up on. I didn't get up on anything really high again for about 3 or 4 days because I couldn't, you know, I couldn't walk very well. And when I did, I had this irrational fear of heights. It took me a long time. I couldn't step on a stepladder. It took me a long time to build myself and make myself get over the fear of heights. I still have it. Okay? I can only go so high, but I still push myself. You know, but I understand why I feel that way, but I'm not going to let it get in the way of changing a light bulb. Okay? Things of that nature. So, in the past, you're being presented as the Queen of Wands. All right. She's very creative. She's very creative. She thinks this is a queen that thinks outside of the box. She's a fire queen. She's not going to do things like other people do things. She's magic. She knows she's magic. And sometimes she doesn't know she's magic. She just knows that this is how things flow. And she follows her intuition. Okay, like she's growing sunflowers in a desert. You know, how do you do that? You bring water in. You know, and at that age, you know, who would have thought to divert a river? She did. And that's why they're usually very successful. See, there's a lot of growth there. And that little dragon is part of her fire. That's something that's been with her entire life. That's not only do they think outside the box, they have the fire to see things through, or to eradicate things that don't belong in their lives. Like the Queen, they can be quite fierce. Like the Queen of Swords, they can be quite fierce. Okay, so we have you moving forward here. This is communication. This is you wanting to move forward. Okay, This is something that, this is passion. So it could be passionate communication coming in, but it's the overall energy of the reading. So I think that you just need to take some time to yourself and just tend to yourself. I think you have something coming in, okay? And you're presenting as the shadow. And I think this is your fear. You're afraid of either toxic relationships or toxic behaviors. This is either within yourself, or you're in a relationship, or you're around people that have these behaviors, okay? And you feel chained. You feel chained to this situation, but you're not, okay? Okay. Tell me about your environment, okay? See, now you're ready. Now you're ready. Remember I said you were charging it? Now you're charging ahead. Okay, this is, and that one is typically read as being charging ahead as well. Well, actually, that's the, no. Anyways, here, you finding your balance. That's balancing your fears, balancing your wild side and your tame side. But she's got that golden egg, and she can create something, and she's got a magic wand, and she's got the willpower and the determination to do it, because she's handling that team of dragons. Horses are hard enough to handle in a team, because they want to go, one wants to go left, one wants to go right. Dragons, I can't imagine. She has to have some very fierce mental energy. It's willpower, okay, to go forward and create, okay. I think that's actually in your future, not your environment. Tell me about your environment. Yeah, you're holding on, okay. Now, this comes up a lot. Sorry, I'm stuttering. This card has been coming up a lot, but we're going through odd times. Okay, a lot, you know, we're in lockdowns, and, you know, the the economy tanked, things of that nature. I live in the United States, so the economy is tanked. The world's economy is not doing well, and you know, a lot of people are holding on to their money, and that's the worst thing you can do. I mean, I'm not telling you to go out and squander your money. Of course, you should have savings and IRAs and whatnot. But my point is, you need to not, this is one of your fears, that you're going to go without. Don't do that. You have to flow. You know, understand the flow of money. When you, okay, nobody wants to pay their electric bill, or pay an electric bill. I didn't say they don't want to pay the electric bill. Okay, so you pay that. Well, that money, along with hundreds of thousands of other people, goes into, or millions, goes into the system, and that provides jobs and benefits and food and housing and clothing for other people that work for that company. I mean, and I'm just using that for an example. It could be anything that you do. It puts money into the flow. That flow helps other people down the stream. Okay. So your hopes and fears. This is either you or somebody coming in for you. But you have this Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And this is somebody that moves very slowly and methodically. They're like an iceberg. Not an iceberg. No, I hate it when I can't think of a glacier. They slowly and steadily move forward. This is somebody that's very smart. He's not worried about the enemies. He knows exactly where they are because he sends scouts out. He does things. This is earth energy. So without making them sound terrible, they are very strong, steady, stable. That's why they're abundant. That's why the King of Pentacles. But they're also kind, caring, and giving. But they're methodical, okay? This is one where you would see the king in this time, in our time. This is somebody that you may never know. You can have the company that somebody owns a company, okay, and somebody else runs the company for them, And you will see this person unloading things. You will see this person helping people. You will see this person, and nobody really knows who he is. He's the king, okay? He's the emperor, whatever. But most people don't even know it. Most people don't know. And he doesn't need the accolades of being the king. It's just, if it needs done, he does it, okay? And I know someone like that. Somebody spilled something, he went and got the mop. And nobody knows who he is. Okay? What you're coming into is your justice. This is your justice. Okay? This could be your outcome. Okay, you might be fearing something. If you have charges or something pending, remember, that's the sword of truth. In this case, I think the balance will be there. You have the harvest, so it's balanced, because sometimes justice is blind, and this one has clarity, okay? And the harvest means that there's something probably good coming out of whatever this situation is, and it could be karmic justice, okay? So at the bottom of the deck we have communication. So you do have communication or multiple communications coming into you. So let me pull these over so I can move things around a little bit. I'm going to use the Marquetti Tarot Royale to clarify. All right, so tell me more about the Page of Swords. What's going on with this? Okay. It's your wish fulfillment. I think you're seeing that there's something that you want, and you're looking for a way to get out of the storm and into calmer waters where you can manifest this. Okay? Yeah. And you're trying to get some rest. Okay, so this is brown bear spirit. Take time out. Take the time out that you need to rest and recharge your batteries. Because see the star? That's the star. Then you realize what your true wish fulfillment is. And that star lights your way. Okay, it will guide you onto your path, and the snake is a fertility symbol, and that will bring you to your abundance, okay? And with this queen, again, she is balanced, and she is logical, and she's not afraid to cut things away that are not serving her, and I think that's you tracking down your fears, okay? Because apparently there's some conflict around you. Or you have internal conflict, one of the two. Okay? You could be, a lot of times we are tracking down those fears. Sometimes that's what the conflict is. You're afraid of something, and you need to track it down and eradicate. Or what you do is you bring it up and heal it, instead of stuffing it down there. Okay? And that's going to help you find your path and stay on your path. Okay? And that, again, remember I said about balancing out your wild side and your tame side. There you have it. Okay. So what you have going in your favor is that Wheel of Fortune. You're transforming. This is a transformation. Okay. And it's going to be a good one. Okay. Because where there's an ending, there's a beginning. I always say that. And you're ready for that new beginning. You're starting it. I think that's what you were doing in the past, was trying to get it started. Because here you're in that creative mode. You are mastering something. Okay, you're not just learning it now. You're mastering it, and that is going to bring you the potential for an abundant new beginning. This means you can take this all the way to the 10. That's that 10 of Pentacles is the legacy card. That's love and money. Okay, so you're trying to move forward. I think you are moving forward. Okay, because you learned a lot of hard lessons in the past, and I think that's where some of the fear is coming in. You don't want to go through this again. Okay, and nobody does, but you have to realize that that's past. You already learned the lessons. It's time to move forward, and I think that's what you're doing. Okay, you got a lot of movement in this too. Okay, And you have a lot of options. So again, we're talking about the hunter tracking down your fears. Okay, you may have already done the fears, or you will do them all, because other fears will pop up, and you will handle them. Okay, now it's about which one of these options do I choose? Okay, but when you make your decision, you're going to move forward. You will. This is the fastest moving card in the deck. Okay, so I think what you're going to get is some clarity, and then you're going to charge forward because you know what you want to create. You're going to jump through out of this and into this, taking the leap. You're going to know. You know what you want to create, and you're going for it. And it's going to build a solid foundation. It's going to build a solid foundation. Tell me one more. Okay. And it's all because you're choosing to move right now, this moment in time. You're choosing to move to calmer waters. And that goes with that Page of Swords. Okay. Yes, you have fears. Yes, you do feel chained to where you are. But you're slowly and methodically making movement towards what you want. And what you want is to be happy. Okay? And what you're doing is going to bring in your happiness, because it's going to bring in your desires. It's going to bring in your wish fulfillment. And you're going to understand, once you go through this, you can handle anything that life throws at you. You know, you'll have hunted down those fears. And in the future, with all this creative energy, you are going to see your seeds grow. Okay? Again, with this, you're going to have to see things from a higher perspective. You have the eagle here. And look at how close he is to that cliff. It's almost like he's ready to take a leap. But what he's doing, if you think he's not looking at things from a higher perspective, he's got a whole perspective of he can see that entire valley and most of the mountain range. You're not coming at him unless you're coming at him from behind. And that eagle is watching. So, you know, that is seeing things from a higher perspective. And I think, you know, it reminds me of the fool taking the leap. It always does. And I think it's because once you understand that you need to move forward, you're going to take the leap of faith. You're going to trust the universe and go forward. Again, you have the Chariot card again. Willpower and victory. You're going to move forward into willpower and victory. Okay? So, and it's okay if you're moving slow. You know, even if you're taking baby steps, it doesn't matter. You're opening a new cycle, an abundant new cycle. You're going to be happy. Okay? You're going to learn how to celebrate life. Okay? So, tell me more about the Justice card. Why is the Justice card there? Oh, you don't see it coming in. You're putting in this work, and you don't see the outcome. You don't see that you're opening a new cycle, and that you're going to see your seeds grow, and that you're going to create something beautiful, and that it's going to make you happy, and you're going to celebrate life, and you're going to understand you can handle anything. Okay? And again, you are seeing things from a new perspective. You're making your plan. You will be making your plans. If you're not, this path is going to be illuminated for you. Your guardian, the stag is reminiscent of is a symbol of your ancestors guiding you. Okay? And I think that you're just so focused on other things at the moment you don't see it. And what you're focused on right now is all these burdens. But you're moving forward. Again, forward movement, forward movement, forward movement. We see that you've got, I don't know how many cards. Forward movement, 2 chariots. You're really moving forward with that. You know, 2 knights, 3 knights, something like that. Moving forward. 6 of Wands, moving forward. Going through a new cycle, moving forward. Okay? Keep going. And I think that's one of the messages that Spirit's trying to get through to you. Okay? So, take some time out to rest. Track those desires down. And then figure out what you're afraid of. And then you can create whatever it is you want, and you're going to see those seeds grow. So I don't know the name of this deck, so I can't give it the proper citation or credits. So, but I really love the deck, and I still want to use it. So, if anybody knows, I'd love to find out. I don't have the book or anything with it. I don't even know if I have the whole deck. So this is an affirmation. Let's see if I can get where you can see it. Okay. And it says, I am enough. And you have to know that and believe that. You are enough. You're unique. You are the only you in the world. Okay? You were designed and put here for a purpose. You carry the genetic codes of your ancestors. Okay? And you have to remember, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Carl Jung. Okay, some of them I'm not going to be able to see well enough to do the lighting in here. Okay, but some of them I can tell just from the length. Okay, quotes to meditate on. One who controls occurring anger as one would a chariot gone off track. That one I call a charioteer. Other people just hold the reins. Okay? And that's what I was talking about. It's hard to handle. I can't imagine what a chariot would be like. But just a wagon team is hard to handle. And you have sphinxes, you have magical figures hauling yours. So you, part of your problem may, if you have anger issues too. But that can go for fear as well. If you're afraid of something, track it down and face it, okay? Deal with it in whatever way you have to. Sometimes it just like, why am I so afraid of this? And then you'll have a memory pop up and it was like, oh, wow. And sometimes they're repressed memories. So, you know, sometimes they're really deep. And sometimes, like I said, I remember why, and I know why I was afraid of heights. Now, dealing with it, you know, it took control. It just took control. It took me telling myself, okay, you're on the bottom rung of the flower. Even if you fell down, would you get hurt? No. It was that kind of thing. So I got to the second rung and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. It's baby steps. It's one step at a time. Slow, methodical. Slow and methodical. Take your time. Track it down. Because you have a beautiful new beginning coming in. This is going to be an awesome cycle for you. And you have communication that's going to come in and it's going to help you. It may come in synchronicities. It may come in tarot readings. It might come in actual communications. So just keep moving. Take baby steps. Move forward. And you're going to be amazed at the progress. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. It's good reading and it's good advice. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching and you have a great day.